All right, it is Saturday and it snowed here, and in fact it actually hailed here, like a good bit of hail. It's pretty bizarre looking. Anyway, went to the gym, did some arms. Doing the Instagram thing now. I don't really know what the fuck I'm doing, but tried to put some things up. I think there's a little video clip of me trying to rehabilitate my delt that's fucked up, the one that is healing, you know, that was recently fucked up, rear delt, trying to bring size back up in it, and etc., etc. I did a rear lat spread to show you that I'm a little fat, but I'm not that fat. Anyway, good news, the diet is actually working even after the first week. But what I've done with the diet is I've turned my protein up. 350 for me was just too low, so I went to 400. So every day when I get home from work, I write down on a pad and paper where I'm at. I take my food with me. It's already pre-prepared, and so I know what I'm going to eat in the course of the day. So really I'm eating about every 1.5 to 2 hours I have some more food, and I add it up in the evening, see where I'm at and what I got to eat. And I'm running about 412, 418. You know, I'm hitting at 400 for sure. I'm always over 400. But if I'm erring any of my calculations, I'm estimating a little under where I'm actually at, because I want to make sure I get that much. And what that does is, do I really need that many grams of protein to build muscle? No. But when I'm cutting the carbs back as far as I am, my carbs are very low for me. I'm not going ketogenic or anything, but I'm about less than 100 grams a day, I would say. And they are in the morning and then they taper. So probably after like noon, I don't really have any real carbohydrates. You know, they're very low. The only carbohydrates that I'm getting are like stuff from my vegetable stuff and stuff from you know, just inconsequential here and there shit that adds up in, you know, my proteins and some of the things I have, like the yogurt, which is already really low fat, stuff of that nature. I'm not trying to get down zero carb. I just, and in fact, if like a day like today, I had a few more carbs because, you know, I'm not getting the pumps I was getting, of course, and that's okay, because there's a purpose to this. But what happens with the protein that high, even after probably about the 4th day, I start to feel, and I did, it was very successful so far, I start to actually feel hot. My body feels hot, like I'm, you know, like my metabolism is speeded up. When your metabolism gets cranked up like that, in a fashion, you get to a place where you haven't been in quite a while, and it's a big shift for the body. You will feel it. You'll know it. There's no guessing about it. So I walk around really hot and warm on the inside, and probably like the 5th day, yesterday, I started to feel actually, I don't know how to really describe it, but it's like a pulling in on the inside, like in my core, or my midsection. I start to feel like a tightening, like something's pulling in, like everything's pulling in, almost like a vacuum. And that's pretty much, I haven't really dieted like this for probably 10 years. Now, the last time I did it, I didn't do any cardio, and I got steadily leaner and steadily bigger. My body weight actually was creeping up while my body fat was going down. And it worked dramatically. So, haven't done this in a long time. Don't know why. I guess just laziness, you know. Lack of willingness to stop eating all the things I really enjoy. So it works. And being today would be the 6th day, tomorrow the 7th day. Tomorrow I have to cook everything all over again for the next week worth of food. So the last video I made about food, last week I showed you her food all laid out on the table, you know, 5-day worth of her food basically. A couple things were missing, but pretty much that's it. And her protein intake is 200 grams a day. She may get 220. She may get 215. She's, you know, as long as we got the 200 in there. And her carbohydrates even lower. She's damn near in the keto territory. So what I'm going to do is Sunday, I'll make a video with my food laid out. And it's not going to be all over the table because it's just too much. But I will lay out an entire day, and I'll show you how I pack it to go to work. And then you'll have a better understanding of exactly what it takes, what I go through, and how I put it together. It's not that much, it's not that difficult, but I'm not gonna bullshit you. It's pricey. I mean, a lot of guys, you know, you think you're getting, I don't know how many grams, you know, guys will spout off these numbers. And really, if they're actually getting what they're saying they're getting, when they're talking 300, 400 grams, it's work. I mean, that's not happening by accident. That's not just, you know, and a lot of other guys will say, well, I guess I'm about, well, you know what, to be quite honest, you're nowhere near you guess you are. When you sit down and actually start to weigh it out and you add up gram for gram what you're really ingesting, you're nowhere near. If that's the way you're calculating it just off the top of your head like that, you're nowhere near where you think you are. And because of that, if you methodically plan it out and you lay that food out and you know a number you're going to hit every day and you do diligence, you get that number every day, I'm telling you that you'll experience progress like you can't believe. Food is indeed the most anabolic thing you can put in your body. No bullshit. I know there's a lot of all the haters and the naysayers and all the people that don't really get it done out there in internet land. They're going to say, oh, that's bullshit. It's all drugs and bodybuilding. It's food. Food is the most anabolic substance you can put in your body, bar none. It's the most anabolic substance. You know, true enough, there seems to be a lot of people out there now that try to make up for that with drugs. They have grown up or come up thinking that it's all drugs. And so they plan out these ridiculous, just insane, you know, cycles of drugs. And they take so much gear and so many ancillary drugs and things that it is just ridiculous. I don't know how they justify it. They literally, they're going to swear, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. They take more drugs than some very successful pros that I know. Now, I don't know a ton of current pros because I'm an older guy, and I've never really been one to really hang with a lot of bodybuilders other than, you know, homegrown guys, right? Grassroots guys that work hard and have calluses and real people. I know a lot of good-ass bodybuilders like that, powerlifters too. But the pro bodybuilding, LA type of situation and shit, the California sunshine thing, that's not me. So I don't know, you know, like a slew of these fuckers. But I do know a couple people who are, one guy is very highly up there, way up there. Everybody knows who he is. There's nobody that follows bodybuilding that right now, today, currently doesn't know exactly who he is. He's a show winner. He's a top guy. And he has an incredible physique with a lot of muscle in that frame. And I can tell you, I know, I mean, I've worked out with him. I've hung out with him. We're friends. Now he's really busy, and yeah, we haven't seen each other in a long time. But I can tell you right now that there are cats out there that are in amateur land that are giving it a hell of a go. You know, I'll give them props for that. But the shit that they are taking is off the hook, twice as much as this guy takes. I'm telling you right now, it is. So, you know, I don't know how else to be any more honest, but to tell you, food is the most anabolic substance you can put in your body. So what I want to do is, to the people that tune into this channel, right, our group, our little group here, I want to challenge you guys. I want you guys to turn up the fucking protein. Okay, I don't know if it's seasonal where everybody is or whatever, but summertime's coming up. It's going to get warm. What are you waiting for? Turn the protein up. Turn it up. I want every one of you guys, wherever you're at, add 100 grams. Add 100 grams of food. 100 grams through food into your diet every day, and do it. Make it happen. If you can do it and you can make it happen, and I'm telling you what, do it for me. Only stick with this challenge just at least 1 week. Do it for 7 days. When the weekend gets here, I'm telling you it's going to be hard. You can say it's easy, but it's going to be harder on the weekend. Now, do it for 7 days, and then I want one of you guys to tell me that you're not impressed and amazed at what it's done to your body. Turn that protein up, turn those carbs down, okay? You gotta have carbs, get them earlier in the day. Get them in earlier, and pick a really good carb like oats. I'm an oats guy, man. I think oats are the shit. Get you a really good carb. You want some oatmeal or something? Get up in the morning, protein first thing, something fast, whey isolate. Hydroslate is ultimate ideal, but whey is good, period. Get it in you after fasting all night. Okay, then have your oatmeal, all right? Then maybe have a snack like a yogurt, a low-fat yogurt. That's only worth like 14 grams, but it all adds up, 14 grams of protein. Get that in, all right? Then have something more substantial behind that. Your next thing you're gonna eat is gonna be maybe fish. Like for me, it's salmon. I'll have like 60, well, actually it's almost 80 grams. It's about 80 grams of protein from salmon. I'll eat that next. And then I'll have another snack, which will be like an MHP protein pudding, which is like 30 grams, and it's pretty clean. There's room for it in my diet right now. It fits in great. I'll have that. Then I'll have 8 ounces of beef. It's usually tenderloin. I'll have 8 ounces of beef already, which is going to come up to about 60 grams of protein. A little over that. I'll eat that. Then I'll have maybe an isopure. That's another 40 grams of protein. And then I'll have, you know, in between, I have all my veggies. Lots of leafy veggies. I don't put anything on it. I just have the veggies. I just have a bunch of mixture of various leafy veggies, spinach and kale and, you know, all this shit. The really green shit, okay? Not no fucking beat up white, you know, light ass lettuce, not that shit. Really green shit. And I'll have, you know, my fish will be laid on that. Or if I have chicken that day instead of beef, the chicken will be on that. And I can eat that. You know, I'll eat that, a bit of that. I might not eat it at the same time I eat that protein because I may not be able to get it all in. And sometimes I will, but I'll just eat that. I'll just grab it and stuff it in my mouth throughout the day. So I'm always eating that shit. And, of course, all the water. A gallon of water minimum of a day. And myself, I like smart water. I go with smart water for a whole bunch of reasons. And other than smart water, when I'm not drinking the smart water, I'm drinking water out of my well because it was recently tested and I know what's in it. So I'll drink that. So call me conspiracy theorist if you want, but I want to know what I'm having. I want to know what I'm drinking. And that's why I do that with my water. And it all makes a difference. If you try this shit, okay, then when you get home, see where you're at. Keep a mental track of what you've eaten. You should have taken a bunch of shit with you. So if that's gone, you know what you ate. All right, what you got left, you subtract that from what's missing. And write down that day, every single day when you come home, what you've managed to get in. Then add on to that as you need before you go to bed. And that's it. You know, like the Fairlife milk, you didn't see it on the table in the video because that's her thing. Me, yeah, I drink that. I drink about over 80 grams of that a day, protein-wise. Skim. And there's no lactose in it. Half the sugar. Low carb. What else we got? That's about it. But, you know, you can do it. Just you got to plan it out. It takes planning. And if you do this, if you give it 7 days, if you try it 7 days, you're going to agree with me that food is the most anabolic substance you can put in your body. You're going to say, my God, I never really realized. I thought I knew, but I didn't realize. Turn that protein up, out 100 grams in there. The extra 100, get that shit from food. And spread those feedings out throughout the day. As close as you can to continuous grazing. Basically, as soon as you can eat something else, once you start to do it, by the 3rd day, it will be no problem. You'll be hungry and you'll be wanting that protein. You know, you'll quickly digest, you know, you'll quickly feel like you're no longer satisfied with what you just ate and you'll go after more. And you'll lose the craving for carbs somewhat. You'll enjoy the protein. It'll taste better to you because it's all you fucking are eating. So get the carbs down there. No carbs after like 1 p.m. or so. And protein high. Protein high. And tell me what it does to you in 7 days. I believe that in 7 days, none of you guys will want to stop. Summer's coming. Stop fucking around. Everybody knows how to lift. You all know how to lift. A lot of people watching this channel were already building muscle. Everybody's got the muscle. That's not where the problem lies. Get the diet on point and you'll be surprised what happens, especially because it's different for your body. You're not used to it, not accustomed to it, and that's all the better, because you're going to have a dramatic response in that instance. So I want you to try it and then come back and let me know what you think. Give it 1 week. What the fuck are you going to lose in a week? You've done crazier things, right? It's not that bad. Give it 1 week and you'll be sold on it and you'll be a believer. So let's do it, and you'll be surprised, you'll be impressed, I promise. All right, that's it for now. I'll be back shortly. I gotta go have some protein, and then we'll try this again with some other topic.